This is not good for my health. We have just finished a coaching session, and those of us with enough energy have headed out for a relaxed lap of Dave's property here in Ontario, Canada. But this relaxed pace seems bloody fast to me. Andrew Bean is part of the Traction ERAG crew, and this supposedly relaxed pace is pretty much at my upper limit. The handguards on this Beta RR300 stick out a little more than usual, and there are plenty of trees right next to the track. And sure enough... fuck! Then the only way to catch Andrew is when he's waiting at the next corner. We are on the frontier, bitches. This is adventure. While you are crashing your brains out, we are going to deliver the most entertaining off-road magazine you've ever read. Let's do this, mofos. I usually ride at low revs and in a higher gear, but decide to crank the throttle a bit to try and stay on Andrew's tail. Andrew has borrowed a Beta RR300, and you can tell he's not using much throttle at all. I suspect he's not even trying to ride fast. And the Sony Action Cam is on full optical stabilization, so it might look smooth, but I'm just waiting to be kicked offline into those trees flashing past. Under all the fallen leaves, it is hard to predict what the terrain is like. It varies from grippy loam to slippery clay, with some wet tree roots thrown in to keep things interesting. Watch Andrew nail this small berm. Although it's always a bit risky with this leaf litter, you can see here he either hits a tree root or a slippery patch on this corner. And then it's my turn to mess up. Andrew clears this rock easily, but the Gumby gets hung up. Dope.
I'll get the mighty glove.
You sure? These awesome tracks are courtesy of Dave at Huntsville in Ontario, who let us run a coaching session here. It's a real privilege to be invited onto these private properties. And it says something about how these Canadian riders are always keen to put something back into the riding community. Talking about Dave's, another Dave owns this 70 acres of Ontario heaven lent to us for another session. And I finally got to see inside one of those barns we keep driving past. Dave hopes to set up his property for Canada rides and coach local guys getting into dirt riding. Beautiful, uncluttered scenery, except for the occasional dirt bike magazine editor lying around. Get off the ground, man, no lollygagging. Come on, get off.
Why do we have to ride dirt bikes? Why?
But back to the other Dave's property. The interesting part of this ride is at the end I say to Andrew, man, please tell me you were riding at close to 100% on those trails. I was pretty much at my limit. It would be really embarrassing if you were only at 50%. Sure enough, Andrew looks embarrassed for me and says he gave it the occasional squirt but was just cruising along. Sigh, such is the life of a Gumby. I find out later Andrew is a very, very experienced enduro racer with plenty of wins under his belt. These Canadian Daves provide massive hospitality. In terms of accommodation and looking after us, Traction ERAG reprobates. Check out this awesome cabin we get to stay in for the night. Then it's time to chill out and enjoy a slice of Canadiana. Andrew introduces us to his pet, which appears to be either a horse or a moose. They all look the same to me. Dallas cooks up a high-protein meal for us.
I gotta get me some worms.
Apparently this is the way supper happens in Ontario, Canada. Every single night, every single family, barbecue.
It's the E-Rag food truck.
The E-Rag food truck. Food truck. Ice water. Filtered ice water.
Ice water. Pinot Grande.
This is the life, guys. This is the life.